Radiant team pick.
Wind Ranger at your
All
service.
right, guys, we're back. We got more Dota. We got Immortals. We got Just a Squad. Yeah, I know they misspelled it. I know. Whatever. I'm gonna say Just a Squad because that's easier for me. And yeah, neither of these two teams doing that hot right now. Just a Squad, they've won a single game out of the 4 they've played.
10
And that's
remaining.
it. Immortals have won none. Really? They've
5
I mean, they've only played 2, which is why I'm like, so it says they've played 2. Yeah, they've only played 2, which is weird, and they've won 0. So we get to see everyone who's struggling play in these games here. But still, we got some opportunities for some good games. I am a self-proclaimed Korean Dota fanboy. That's right, I am on record for doing exactly that. But it kind of breaks my heart. Immortals, despite having all of the Korean talent, or like most of the Korean talent, they're not really doing all that hot, which again makes me pretty sad. But hopefully this is going to be something a little bit different. Just a Squad also not really doing too hot. Versatile, as well as Scourge McDuck, names that perhaps a little bit more recognizable. I don't recognize anyone else. I think Scourge was on like Blue Pikachu last. I don't know if that team still exists. It's not really a team that people advertise a whole lot, so it's like, you know, it'll form, it'll disband, kind of like Leviathan, like it kind of comes and goes. But yeah, we have ourselves a Wind Ranger Void opening for Immortals, kind of a, I mean, Void at least, classic Immortals, as Just a Squad pick up Skywrath as well as Pango. We got a pretty interesting opening right now. We haven't really seen all that many teams be willing to run Pango really at all. I mean, everyone just says, "Oh yeah, Pangolier, that's Ice Ice's territory right there," and they're not wrong. But when we have the Tavo, there's one SA player that just styled on it. And I apologize to that player. I don't remember.
Radiant team
Too much Dota to keep track of, guys. It's really a lot. But something like that. Leposa? I don't know. Not many players of this hero though. Pangolier, Skywrath Mage, not really a combo either, but you know, you still have that Skywrath Mage, a point-click silence, always really powerful up against the Faceless Void, up against the Wind Ranger, perhaps to a slightly lesser extent, but you know, you can still get the job done. Plus, opening with Skywrath Mage being up against Faceless Void, I'm not really sure if they can. Yeah, I don't really know about this Pango because it makes that Axe pick with the Skywrath Mage, which would otherwise be nuts up against Faceless Void, not really a possibility. So yeah, it's port with any sort of stun disable, trying to get those combos going. But from the mid lane, from the safe lane standpoint, those really aren't super common. We'll see what combo Immortals want to pick up as well. Wind Ranger Faceless Void is definitely an interesting opening. Faceless Void, of course, takes a little bit to get going, and if he has a Chronosphere partner or like someone who's able to really dump a lot of damage into the Chronos, such as a Witch Doctor, still available, by the way, then you can get some early action as the Void. Wind Ranger is eventually going to be that hero, but again, takes a little bit to actually get going. You have your Power Shot. Focus Fire is really good up against kind of specific heroes, such as a Skywrath Mage who has 0 armor and no health. So yeah, there's a chance that he's able to get some action there, Wind Ranger. But other than that, Immortal's definitely looking for a little bit more damage. Then of course we have that Pangolier, getting that kind of chaotic X factor in the fight. Definitely a hard hero to pin down, though they do have Shackle Shot, do have that Chronosphere. It's something. Take out the Drow Ranger. We've seen a lot of teams in this NA qual go for the Drow Ranger, which is pretty crazy. I mean, that's not only just going for the Drow Ranger, but it's going for Drow Ranger like first phase. Like they're wasting no time at all. They're just like, who do we want to pick up? Drow Ranger. Let's go Drow, guys. And it's like, okay, let's go Drow, and it works. I have to update the title. Dude, I was casting games earlier. An error occurred? Come on, Twitch. Whatever. Titles stay whatever. You guys don't care about the Twitch title. Casting earlier, didn't have to control the camera, didn't have to control production. Amazing, let me tell you. It's the new thing. Just a squad will pick up Jakiro. A little bit of a ban at the same time. Immortals could have done some pretty nice work with the hero.
10 seconds remaining.
So far, just the squad seems like they just kind of have a pile of heroes.
5
Like, synergy-wise,
seconds
they don't really have anything. Some magic coming out from the Sky with Mage and Jakiro, but not really like any huge combos. They're just looking towards their lanes. And I would imagine it'll be, well, probably Skywrath Mage Pango is a little more likely than Jakiro Pango, although it's not really too different as far as how the lanes operate. Can you apply a significant amount of pressure to the Faceless Void with that? An okay amount. But now we have Immortals picking up a Silencer. What is this? Just a squad are very spell reliant, so this does make some degree of sense purely in that regard. Not really a super common hero, but at the same time, this is the type of hero that's punished by these assassin type heroes. Heroes that can just jump right on you and kill you immediately. Heroes like the Lycan we see banned out. Something like a Bloodseeker makes Silencer's life very difficult, but Pango, though he can get into situations where he's itemized to do damage and he's able to do damage, those situations are few and far between. Skywrath Mage is super, super combo based, so if the Silencer sees you coming, not going to happen. Plus, you need a partner there for Skywrath Mage, so it's two heroes to kill off a Silencer. Seems to be like he's in a pretty safe spot right now, but it's not going to be guaranteed. Obviously, you have all these mid laners that are able to jump in towards the Silencer, although lots of those mid lane, safe lane heroes happy to pick up a BKB or just jump right in. And Ember Spirit isn't really super likely to pick up BKB. More likely a Yule Scepter to get rid of that global silence, but I mean, he can unsilence himself with that and then just Remnant right on top of you. And that is not what a Silencer wants. That is unhappy times. Really hard to kill off an Ember Spirit at that stage.
10 seconds.
Their disables are really, really clunky. Like, Faceless Void has a really powerful disable, but it's also, like, something you can't afford to throw around. So you got to be a little bit cautious with it. Wind Ranger can throw around those disables all day, but hitting an Ember Spirit with a Shackle Shot is fairly difficult. Plus, if he sees you coming in kind of a mid-game scenario, then he can just jump away. The Shackle will still follow him, I believe, but I mean, he's gone, so that's not really going to be doing much for you. So Immortals disable style, really not all that dependable to answer the answer the Ember Spirit as well as to answer the Pangolier. So I'm assuming at this point for Immortals, the Faceless Void is going to be taken towards the safe lane. I wonder if Wind Ranger is going to be played as core. Matchups so far seem not too terrible for her. Up against Ember Spirit, that's, not really like the best. And that seems like so far what just the squad are planning. But get a little bit of help and you can certainly handle that lane as Wind Ranger.
Questionable at the best.
I don't believe we've seen I feel like it's probably like a 70% split between 70% Wind Rangers go towards support roles, 30 go towards mid. Maybe a little more generous towards support. Like, I feel like Wii is one of the few people who play Wind Ranger in the core role. But they'll go for the Beastmaster instead. Just getting a little bit more guaranteed lockdown. Can't really do much better than Roar. As far as a hero to combo with the Faceless Void,
10 seconds
he's not really the greatest there. He throws in axes. He can follow up. He's not the worst.
5 seconds remaining.
It does seem like this Faceless Void is on a little bit of an island here. Beastmaster is a hero that has been hit pretty hard. -2 armor seems like a joke, but it actually does add up quite a bit. You're taking a lot of that damage in that, I would assume, for Immortals, off-lane scenario, bottom lane. Take all those hits, and I mean, from a hero like Skywrath Mage, who has all the movement speed to keep out of your range, it's really awkward as a Beastmaster. It really is. Definitely requires a specific tempo of game, I think. It's not really a hero anymore that you can just pick up and say, okay, guys, we got a Beastmaster, we're done. You have to try to plan around him. Attack speed is going to be great for the Faceless Void, but outside of that, Silencer, Void, they're not really pushing heroes. Wind Ranger can be, but from a support standpoint, she's not going to be pushing any towers anytime soon. Plus, you're trying to push into an Ember Spirit Jakiro, so unless you get a ton of kills early on and really start to snowball, you can't really base your entire game plan around the Beastmaster. At least not anymore.
Dire team ban.
Should still be looking for the mid lane for Immortals. I'm assuming the Beastmaster off lane faces Void safe. Silencer, Wind Ranger going to be playing the 5 and 4. It's just a squad will be most likely loading out with dual lanes. Still looking for their most likely safe lane hero. Beastmaster is a hero that you can somewhat
10
abuse.
seconds remaining.
Life
5
Stealer
seconds
is
remaining.
not good here. Probably don't want to be doing that. How good is a Luna? Luna probably is not too bad for just a squad.
Dire team
Take out the Phantom Lancer, that definitely would be
Radiant team picked.
better. And then it's a Zeus for Immortals. Man, you're talking about immortal heroes. Zeus is the immortal, right? Should be. That's a little bit of a risky pick there for Immortals. Zeus, much like a Silencer, as I was describing earlier, if you get on top of, is just gonna get absolutely destroyed. If you seal up a
10
Zeus,
seconds remaining.
yeah, he's gonna be absolutely stone useless. And as a core Zeus, I would expect a
5
core Zeus, like
seconds
you need to be
remaining.
casting spells. Unlike a Silencer, where it's like you get silenced, you're not casting spells, but at the same time you're just a support, so it's like whatever. Zeus needs to be doing that damage. Now, I'm sure there will be situations where Zeus is able to combo with the Faceless Void and really lay a whooping onto Just a Squad. Just a Squad don't really have all that much in the way of resistances. Pangoliers, probably, I mean, you could build Hood on Pangolier into a pipe. Usually we see a little more of a utility initiation build over pure bulk. They may need that. Oh, they'll go for
Choose your
Spectre?
hero.
I'm not really sure about this one for Just a Squad. I mean, Spectre as a hero, really, really good matchup versus Zeus once she gets like 3 items. But if you're not at that point, oh crap! Do I have to do this every single time? Thanks for reminding me, guys. I'll just keep doing it every single time. What's the worst that can happen? I voice record too much. So yeah, really, really good matchup because you could just shred the Zeus later on. But in the early stages, you kind of just get dumpstered. Not really fun time. So just the squad, they have a Spectre, they have an Ember Spirit. Space creation from their end, though, it seems to be a little bit lacking. And that's somewhat of a
10
concern.
seconds
I mean, Ember
remaining.
Spirit can, in certain situations, get to a point where he's bouncing around, killing heroes, but those situations are ones where his shield, his guard, can be very steadily maintained. And up against a Zeus, that's not really going to happen. So, Ember Spirit snowballing and trying to get Spectre a lot of space through that doesn't seem super likely. Jakiro and Skywrath Mage, like, they don't really have any way of enabling the Skywrath Mage early on to get flare combos once he hits level 6. And Pangolier is, maybe can do something, but yeah, it seems like Just a Squad, they have maybe committed a little bit too heavily into the late game. Spectre is an absolute powerhouse if they do get to that stage, but again, we're looking at Beastmaster, we're looking at Zeus Core.
Questionable at
These
the
heroes
best.
are more than okay playing the aggressive style early on and trying to snowball into you. And that's not what Spectre wants at least. So I'm liking Immortals again. I let you guys know
Prepare for battle.
because I'm a good person that Korean Dodo is best Dodo. But, you know, I'm maybe just hoping beyond hope that that the Immortals and the Korean squad make a comeback. Isn't QO, like, retired now or, like, taking a break? Feels bad, man. Where's that MVP Phoenix lineup? Give me that again. That's the dream right there.
That was
I'll load out in the bottom
questionable
lane, and
at the best.
it'll be pretty much, well, yeah, Beastmaster with Wind Ranger, support Wind Ranger, actually. No, yeah, support Wind Ranger, support Silencer, that was all a given. They so far haven't seen anyone, but, you know, seeing the Skywrath Mage, it's not really going to surprise them. Seeing the Spectre probably won't surprise them either.
30
They'll be pretty happy with
seconds
that,
to
though.
battle.
I mean, a Spectre can do about nothing versus these two heroes. Yeah, why did you tip him? You're just a good guy, I guess. Oh, he's just asking for more tips? I see how it is. Chives? Oh, he's gonna get cut down, as Chives normally do. Not a fun time to be a 0 armor hero up against a Wind Ranger and a Beastmaster. Beastmaster, by the way, physical axes. It hurts. It hurts quite a bit.
The battle begins.
Pango, Jakiro on the top side. Roya's gonna jump right in, grabs the bounty rune. Easy gold secured, and it'll be a 3-1 split in favor of Immortals. These first bounty runes, they're not really like... It's not really the GG territory just yet, guys. Don't you worry.
That's play to
What do we have over in the mid lane? It's going to be the Ember Spirit going up against the Zeus. Kind of a slow start for both of these heroes. Zeus isn't really a huge threat until we actually picked up a Lightning Bolt at level 1. Up until we get to like level 4 or 5, that's when MP kind of gets a little bit dangerous. But Zeus actually, I believe, got a couple of buffs towards his base damage. I'm not sure if that was... I seem to remember that. It was either towards his int, so early game, like through his int, or just straight plus damage. But, I mean, 64 per right click, that's pretty reasonable. Like, used to be just an absolute junk of a right clicker, but you can see these lightning bolts are flying pretty fast now, and they're hitting pretty hard, so... You know, Zeus maybe isn't quite as much of a pushover as he is in my mind. My mind still has to update to the patches, guys. It takes a while, okay? Over in this bottom lane, though. Velo and Febby are just going to be bodying this lane. This is not fun. Febby's taking a lot of shots from those bolts, which Chives has picked up. He's going to dump the entirety of his mana pool in doing so, but now he is out of mana and pretty well fairly useless in this bottom lane. In the meantime, Velo he's got nothing to fear. Like, absolutely nothing to fear. He's even picking up that Inner Beast Aura, which is pretty much standard, but this aura giving that creep wave additional attack speed just means that the Spectre is more and more often forced to last it under his tower. You can see he is going to go for a Quelling Blade eventually, but he doesn't have one right now. Spectre is a hero that's, I mean, I said it in my last cast, he's like my go-to example for heroes that don't like last hitting under tower. Just a little bit too fragile. Your base damage is just a little bit too low. It's really a nightmare. It really is. So far, we have ourselves, outside of the Spectre situation, pretty much even lanes. Angolier, we're going for, so far, a pretty standard build. 3 mangoes at the ready as Chives is going to kill himself. Easy. Silencer isn't really a super pressure hero. His damage isn't terrible. Warlock has slightly better damage and slightly better animation. You can throw out these nukes and kind of be annoying here, but overall, on the whole, Dubu is just going to be forced to just play this poking role. Maybe? Oh, it actually took Dilation. That means that they don't have Bash, which Versatile is just going to get himself out of there. Interesting adaptation there for Oya. Like, very, very infrequently do we see a time dilation like that. What are you really dilating? I guess the cooldowns on Pangolier, I don't know if they're worth dilating.
You get nothing.
We'll see. He's still having, like, a perfectly clean time, so it doesn't really matter what he gets. Oh, Febby. Oh, that bolt had such a delay between it hitting him and it doing damage. Thought he might have died there and I was lagging out. Axes, double connection onto the Scarif Mage. Concussive should keep him safe. Actually, if he concussive, it's too late because the axes will just come down unless he jukes. Oh, no, he salves instead. That's fine. Gives him just enough health to get out of there. Dude, if you're Scarif Mage in this bottom lane, you're Monka S-ing so hard the entire time. Like, you just don't want to be here versus the Beastmaster and Ranger. It's just not enjoyable. And now we have level 4 Zeus. This is when things get a little bit more hairy for the Ember Spirit. Does have a bottle, stick charges, and 2 points in the guard. So, like, as far as magic resistance is concerned, Ember Spirit is as topped out as it can possibly be. Still, that's probably not going to be enough because it's a freaking Zeus. Ready to see he's just constantly dumping these bolts into the Ember Spirit. Slight, not quite going to do it. Actually, MP holds the bolt there, so it looks like it will do it. We got the restore from the Wind Ranger just stopped by, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of damage taken on the Ember Spirit. Should still be able to get an okay amount of CS here. He will, of course, fall behind. But the real threat is thinking that, hey, I can step up and get this last hit here, and then you hit with the bolt, and then you're almost dead, and then things are really unhappy. So you really, really have to play kind of a razor-thin game as an Ember Spirit over in the mid lane. We can already see 1k lead for the Immortals side. 0-0. 1k for 4 minutes is actually pretty substantial. And most of that is coming from this bottom lane where Scourge is having a real tough time. Heavy power shot. You missed, dude. He walked right by you. But you can see, he's rushing at the enemies. He doesn't care. Oh, ugh. Dude, that is so stressful. At least Scarif Mage is one of the faster heroes in the game. Oh, power shot! Get 360 no-scoped Febby with the Hawkeye shot. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like this bottom lane, you're just dodging shit all day long. Feels bad, man. By the way, I'm mostly watching this bottom lane because the other lanes are just kind of boring. Like, Pangolier can really never kill Faceless Void, and the opposite is true as well, so just going to be happily farming on that top lane. MP going up against this Ember Spirit definitely is a little more interesting to watch, especially since MP is going to be kind of surrounded here, but it's just a Jakiro. He does, of course, have a full health pool, stick charges, and Thunder God's Wrath, so his turnaround power for MP is substantial to say the least. Oh, if that power shot landed, he's just dead. He gets one more Arc Lightning. I don't have the vision. Oh, he gets too far. Bolt. Oh, he just gets in range. MP walks right back through, though. The Pangolier is going to come right in. Try to go for MP. One more right click is needed. Can't get it. MP teleports to the shrine, finds himself a bottle charge, and he'll be okay, good to go. Velo, in the meantime, is diving hard for this Spectre. Backup coming in the form of Febby. He draws a tower aggro, still hasn't win run just yet. Now Sketch is going to come right in, power shot again, kills off the Skywrath Mage. Velo's a little bit too deep, however, and he's going to feed over a free kill to either one of these heroes, both good. Scourge, oh, 7 HP, gonna go down to the Silencer. He's salving. Oh, power shot again from Febby. Yo, the accuracy from this Wind Ranger, he's got that this bottom lane's number. Unfortunately, Dubu is not going to get the intelligence from that. Feels pretty bad if you're a Silencer, but that's fine. Suddenly, that lead, 1K, 4.5 minutes in, 2 minutes pass, and we're up to 4K. A 4K lead, 7 minutes in. Like, does anything else need to be said about that? Absolutely disgusting advantage so far for Immortals. And Roya hasn't even started playing the game yet. Dude's been PvEing the entire time up towards top. Got himself a Chronosphere to work with. Power Treads, Aquila, those kind of basic level items on the Faceless Void are up, so we'll see what he wants to go for next. Yeah, Mask of Madness is definitely more standard. BKB can be pretty powerful in this game, but like something like Mask of Madness BKB I could see working out really well for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hello, he's level 6. Dubu's here as well. They curse the Spectre, it's not going to do a ton of damage. With the Wind Ranger coming in as well, that's going to open up the door for this dive. Curse of the Silent onto Scourge of the Duck. With that last word, you're starting to chip away at him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They don't see each other. Okay, well, Scourge is getting chipped down really heavily, and Roar is out. Chive's concussive goes the wrong way. Febby just cuts him down. That's even before the Thunder God's Wrath can land, which was also used there, but completely unnecessarily. 2 more kills for the Immortals bank account, and what is going well for them at this point? This is the concern for Spectre. Again, Spectre, absolutely ace hero up against Zeus if you're playing a 50-minute game. But I don't know if this game is going to last 15 minutes, in all honesty. The Jakiro now in a little bit of trouble. Dubu just wants some smarts. Please give me intelligence. He can't get it. The roll through is going to just lock down Roy completely. Well, it did seem like he could have time walked there. I don't know if he would have gotten out afterwards. Dubu now going to get the chase down as the shield is slowly toasting him. He'll get dropped by Sketch.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's going to be just a squad to claim a couple kills on this top lane, save the Jakiro, and on top of that, pull out the Chronosphere from the Void. So really ambitious kill there from Immortals. A level 1 time lock is really trash because it just never procs. So your Faceless Void is working with Chronosphere and really no damage outside of that. And Jakiro is no pushover. Dude is tanky as hell. So, if you make that play with a Zeus in the area, yeah, I'm all for it. But Zeus clearly was not there. They didn't even have the Thunder God's Wrath. Zeus has his kind of basic level items up as well, and I just noticed freaking Febby, man. He's support Wind Ranger, casually 4-0, right behind the enemy Pangolier, who's the richest on his team. You know, just Wind Ranger things. We all know how dangerous a core Wind Ranger can be. I'm not saying that she is like at that point yet, but give her a little bit and she could definitely get there. Runes. Hello. Runes. Admiral Bulldog just like bolted up in a cold sweat. He's like, Something terrible is happening. There you go.
Radiant are scanning.
But for right now, Immortals have the run of the map. It'll still take a little while before they get into a position where they can kind of push this lead even further. Just the squad need to make use of all of that time. They need to get the farm on the Spectre. I mean, at this point, she's just aiming for power treads. Very realistic expectations, and they found themselves a Pangolier. He's gonna swashbuckle away, and it looks like the damage not quite enough coming out from Beastmaster. Now hit the concussive chains as well. Velo in a lot of trouble. Throws out one more Axis. No, gets silenced, so he can't even do that. He'll turn around, get the kill on the Beastmaster, shrine up, and be okay with it. That's something that Immortals have to be really, really careful of. Yes, they are really, really powerful, but just the squad can still make those rotations defensively. They have enough lockdown to save
Radiant's
each other.
middle tower has fallen.
So going in aggressively like that, you gotta make sure that you are getting the kills. Flying by the seat of your ass is a great way to fall behind this game. Oh, Chronosphere catches mid-swashbuckle. Looks pretty sick, and they should have him still. Whoa, what the hell? He like finished his swashbuckle? Does that happen? That was so weird, and then he crashed afterwards, jumping right in towards Dubu. No chains though, they do land the Haunt. Global Silence means no reality. So this Spectre is kind of just stuck here and just can't join the fight, so Haunt is now down the tubes. As is the Chronosphere, granted, but Febby up against Scourge is just in a happy scenario for himself on bottom lane, with Velo coming in as well. Maybe able to look to kill off the Spectre. She has no dagger. She has a lot of charges
Radiant's
on her
bottom
wand.
tower is under attack.
3 seconds. Oh, Scourge is in a lot of trouble. Here comes the roar over the trees. Axes and power shot. And dagger hits Febby. Doesn't do nearly enough damage. Easy kill on the Spectre. And that is extremely costly still. Yeah, that was really weird. It seems like it looked like he finished his swashbuckle after the Chronosphere and then he shield crashed to the north. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but it looked like it. MP. Just de-warden. The ice path. You gotta be careful, don't play things too fast and loose here, MP. He does see now 2 heroes. Dude. De-warding is good. I'm a fan of de-warding. I think it is a good thing to do. I think as a Zeus, you probably have better things to do than killing yourself for those wards. I don't know, I'm no expert.
I can get faster.
There's nothing worse than like bolting, seeing a Jakiro, thinking, okay, it's just a Jakiro, and then bolting again, seeing a Spectre, like, oh shit, there's 2 of them here. Sketch, Jakiro, trying to go after Febby, but into the shrine with the haste rune, he'll be just fine. Ooh, Velo. For the first item, Medallion into a Shadow Blade. I like this quite a bit. Medallion is going to enable Faceless Void and Wind Ranger quite a bit. Not to mention the fact that it just makes him do a lot more damage, but Shadow Blade afterwards over something like a Necro Book means that they want to just keep this tempo game up. It's going to be a little while before he actually completes that item, but Shadow Blade is such a great item at hunting Spectres. Like, where's Spectre farming right now? He's chilling in the trees. He's doing the same thing kind of down here, just chilling, just throwing out some daggers, sneaking some CS for that Radiance. Not really a feasible way to farm once there's a Beastmaster with Hawk and Shadow Blade on the field. Like, he will hunt you down. Isn't that's what Rexar says when you
Radiant
pick up a Beastmaster in Warcraft 3. He says he will hunt you down. And that's what Beastmaster is based off of. So we're consistent here. Hallelujah. Uh-oh, this is bad for the Spectre. She's caught in the Chronosphere as is Sketch. It's going to be a little bit of extra ints there for Dubu. Gets another +4. Spectre is dumb as bricks also. She doesn't really need the mana, but just got to keep that in mind. It may end up being a cost there. 8k lead. Immortals just slowly but surely pushing to the top of the net worth chart, and they found themselves a bonus skill. Chives walking right in, feeding over a little bit more. Unfortunately for Dubu, man, he's poor as shit. He's just now passing the Skywrath Mage, but someone needs to give this guy some welfare or something, because he's hurting. Share the wealth, right?
Radiant's
a little
bottom
bit.
tower is under attack.
Just using that level 3 aura to put a little more pressure with his tower. No catapult just yet. We do have an attempted move here, Versatile and Evaden. Probably that's his name over the second part of his name, which is not a good name. Really deep rotation here, but MP is gonna grab all the, oh my god, the bounty runes though. That money. I don't know how many bounty runes just the squad got, but I want to say like 2 at most. Versatile's gonna wander right in and immediately just get kind of destroyed there. This time the Haunt is gonna come in. Once again, Global Silence is there, so it looks like there's no reality. Once again, Spectre's not in this fight. They do capture the chains and the flare, killing off Velo, making it a 1-for-1 trade. MP now gotta run away from the Pangolier and Spectre, but it's not gonna happen. He'll turn around, do a little bit of damage, but he is forfeit. Immortals trying perhaps a little bit too aggressively to make that fight happen. They did see everyone come in with this obs. They knew exactly what was happening. And they decided, you know what, we'll chance it. We think we can get the kill and get out. And, I mean, they got the kill. They were half right.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Range at 4 staff at this stage, so shackle shot angles a little bit better. Also escaping Spectre with 4 staff, or helping your allies escape Spectre. Not too bad either. And let's be honest here. This farm level on the Wind Ranger is so much higher than an ordinary support Wind Ranger game, where she would have just arcane boots. Or even just like ground boots or something like that. Here comes the escape from Febby. Shackle lands onto the Ember Spirit. But he still has remnants to jump forward to. Febby 4-staffed out. And looks like we're just fine with the Wind Ranger. Versatile's gonna hit with the power shot. MP taking a lot of damage. Just thinking the Macro Fire drops his ultimate, but he's getting caught in the Chronosphere, and the Macro Fire is just gonna go down. They're trying to kill the rolling Pangolier. He's now un-Chronosphered, and he's still alive. He's gonna cut down Febby before he's had a chance to get anything off. And Dubu and Roya now gonna try to 2v4. They need some backup. Here comes Velo. Axes to fly. Only connecting onto Versatile as they roar. The Ember Spirit instead. Couple right clicks to get him. As well as the Jakiro. As the buyback comes in for Febby. Scourge gonna teleport out. But unfortunately, I don't think the Pangolier has that same luxury. He's just gonna try to book it. Shield crashes into the trees. But there's so many heroes that can get through trees in this game. It will cost them a buyback on Febby. But again, I mean, Febby can afford it. They do end up winning that fight. Numerically, but that fight ultimately for just a squad, because they got the buyback on the Wind Ranger, probably in the end worth it. It was a, let's say, a clunky Chronosphere there from Roya. Catches the Pangolier mid-roll and still rolls.
Under attack.
Had some trouble with that, and catches his own Zeus on the edge, and Zeus was in the enemy Chronosphere. The literal dream for Jakiro players everywhere. Uh-oh, Scourge. Oh, Shackle latches on a troll. That's crazy. Can they burst her down before she gets to the low ground? Oh, Jubu's here on the low ground to intercept. I think the silencer damage should be enough at this point, and it'll be a +2 again for the silencer. +14 intelligence stolen now over in mid lane. MP. Well, silence is going to be used to try to keep him a little bit safer. He has a 4-staff of his own, and it looks like that will get him to safety. So a pretty expensive cooldown to blow there on the silencer, but definitely worth it to save your Zeus. Got a BKB. That's why he's doing this. Get only a Mask of Madness, and this is probably not a good place to be, but getting that full magic immunity, and you can do whatever you want right now. Do you have Thunder God's Wrath? I think he can kill Versatile right now. Doesn't want to. Knows that there's backup coming in from Sketch. If you try to go for that solo kill, you end up popping BKB and Thunder God's Wrath, and there's no guarantee you get it. Another 20 seconds. Alright, what's going on top lane? Chronosphere gonna catch onto the Spectre, and that is gonna be one dead carry. Chives and a little bit of trouble as well. Flare is wide off the mark, shackled to a tree, which will be cut down along with him, giving Roya a double kill. And is my OBS back yet? I'm having some real issues connecting to this Steam server. Not Steam. Twitch server. This is an interesting problem. I've never had OBS refuse to connect before. Pangolier gonna be rolling out of there. Rolling in towards Febby, actually. Starts TP, and yeah, probably will be just fine.
Tower is under attack.
What is happening? It says disconnected, reconnecting in 1 second, attempt 0, but it also says I'm streaming, so I'm assuming I'm live right now, guys. Yeah, my OBS has been absolute shit lately. Been really acting up. Hasn't been asking me for patches either, so I'm not really sure. But ultimately, top lane fight does get them another kill off on the Spectre. Still, Radiance is really far away in Vela. This is what I'm talking about. Ordinarily, you would want to be doing this versus the Spectre, but they'll take whatever they can get, and they get a free Skywrath Mage, so yeah, they'll be happy with that. Once you have that Hawk in the area, you have full scouting, and he didn't even use the Roar, which means Roar is safe for the Pangolier now. Roya's going to jump right in, a couple bashes. Wicked sick for Roya. Still, Thunder God's Wrath not even used. They have maxed out Aura, by the way, from Velo. So that means that Roy's attack speed is going to be pretty dirty. Even Roshan getting permabashed. And I really hope I'm streaming right now, because 5-minute delay is an absolute nightmare for restarting streams. So guys, I sincerely apologize, but if you can hear me, if this is working fine, then, well then, you don't worry about anything now, do you? Sean's gonna be claimed. It's a double life for the Wicked Sick Faceless Void. Got the Maelstrom, and more importantly, he's got a target. What are you doing here, Skywrath Mage? The enemies just took Roche. You shouldn't be here. That's a little silly. They have Global Silence, and Spectre, does he have... Oh, versatile. Oh, still alive. Force Staff? Nope, just kill him. Okay.
At least I did. Radiant's top tower
still had vision. Didn't look like he did, but he did. So the Spectre has... Oh, okay, now we're connected, for sure. Where's Spectre actually going? He's going towards MP. Falls short, though.
Radiant's top tower
Global Silence means no Spectral Dagger, means the Zeus just barely gets away. That is so costly. The Spectre, he needs anything he can get. And it's still gonna be a really late Radiance, and he's not even there yet. He needs some assistance here. He didn't have more gold than Febby. He's so rich that the Wind Ranger's gonna go for a mech. Oh no. Oh, mercy, please. Yo, Vela, why are you, Febby, guys, why are you so mean? Stop bullying the Skywrath Mage, or else his big brothers are gonna come and beat the hell out of you, because Beastmaster now rooted down. Get the Yule Scepter off onto the Ember Spirit, but he has no armor because of that Pangolier, and he's gonna be cut down. Going a little bit too far that time, but yeah, I mean, you make plays like that, you gotta expect to be punished at some point. Immortals are just constantly in this game, growing this lead, just barely any bumps in the road for them. Slow, steady curve, and oh, Versatile's gonna extend that curve a little bit more. Febby, shackle? No? Okay, you don't have to, I guess. He's looking for an angle. Gonna throw the shackle towards the Ember Spirit, but in the meantime, Jakiro gets bolted out of his TP. Febby definitely hesitating there. He's like, should I shackle him? Should I shackle the creep to him? Ultimately didn't do either, but hey, you get the kill anyway, so it doesn't matter. On Roya.
Dire's
Chronosphere
is under attack.
Chronosphering an Ember Spirit is so scary. Like, you never want to do that. There's a chance you catch him and you get the kill and you feel like an absolute baller. There's a chance as well that you completely whiff and... Okay, Dubu, let's see. He's juking pretty well, but the Blink Dagger's up in the Pangolier at this stage. You can't juke forever. Now he's up in the sky and... Well, Febby's gonna come with the mechanism. Two-man Shackle Shot. Can Dubu escape? Radiance is ticking him down. If he immediately TP'd, I think he would have a chance. But he's gonna stick around for a little while longer. He's actually still alive. Swashbuckle actually misses. Dubu, I have no way. Okay, he's gonna get hit with the flare and he's gonna go down. Now here comes Sketch. Roots down that Wind Ranger. Shot once again landed 2 heroes, but another Swashbuckle cutting Febby down pretty darn low. Velo does have the roar. Will turn around to the Pangolier with it. Throws the axes as well. Centaur Conqueror chain stun is there on top of it. The backup needs to come in for Immortals though, and so far no one really is coming in. Roya finally on the arrival, but at this point, Evaden is doing a way too... Okay, he Yulesed himself? I'm not really sure... Was he purging something? I don't know if that was the right move there, because it just allowed the Faceless Void to catch up. Well, Faceless Void... Oh man, he's going for Ags. I am a huge fan of Ags Void. Mostly because I'm terrible and I miss my Chronospheres, so I need more Chronospheres.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright guys, 1 second. I know people are dying, but Aghanim Scepter, Chronosphere, you use it to pick off supports. It's whatever. We are back on the stream, so yeah. My apologies there if you guys had any downtime. OBS crash, nothing I can do about that. Scourge at least has the Radiance, so that's something. Maybe he can start picking up his farm above the Wind Rangers. Maybe if he's lucky. MP though, oh, he's got the Ags. The Zeus has got the Ags. You guys remember when Ags Zeus was like just terrible? It would like make Thunder God's Wrath do like 100 more damage. Nimbus might be a little bit better than that, just like a little bit, because if you roar and then Nimbus, dude, you just freaking wreck it. Aghanim Scepter, so the cooldown what, from 120 to 60? What is the cooldown here? 35? So like every single time you cast any ultimate, you just immediately get the kill. Oh, Scourge. You better cross your fingers for some mischance there. Roya is with BKB, but he's gonna get flared really low, and there goes his first life. So Scourge is gonna be able to TP out of there. Backup coming in is gonna land a two-man shackle. Roya going straight for the Jakiro. The Nimbus is on the deck. It's gonna destroy the supports, and Ember Spirit's not doing too hot either. Slowly trying to get away there with that Ember Remnant. Not gonna happen. Triple kill for Roya. Is Nimbus good, guys? I'm not really sure. I can't quite tell if Nimbus is ridiculously OP or not. I'm having some difficulty, so please tell me if it's good or not. Here comes the roll in from Evaden immediately, though. Yule Scepter up in the air, continuing his roll. Swashbuckle fails to kill off Velo. Now he goes invis. Taunt is out. Maybe with this Radiance he'll be able to kill off Velo. There is a bolt flying after him, but he has stick charges. And a self-Yule Scepter, so he will be just fine. Pops another set of creeps to give his allies some help, but man, at this point, Immortals probably, I mean, they don't have a hunt to worry about, so they can do whatever they want, including killing off this here Pangolier. But they have so many options in how they want to approach this fight. If they want a 5-man, great, do it. If they want to split up the Faceless Void and the Beastmaster and the Zeus, and just look for the pickoffs that we've seen with the Nimbus and Chronosphere and Roar, they can do that also. Like, they have absolutely no pressure on them to play in any specific way. Like, even like this late game, oh, Force Staff out, okay, we're good, Zeus, we're good. Even this kind of late game timer that you would ordinarily have when you're going up against Spectre is not really a late game timer because you have 4 heroes that are so far. So yeah, if this game lasts for another hour on top of the 30 minutes we're at right now, okay, well never mind, they just freaking killed the Spectre. Never mind. If this game lasts for another 90 minutes on top of the 30 that we already have right now, then you have to start worrying about that. But I don't think that's gonna happen. It would be very, very weird if that were to happen. Dude, Roya's like, he's a target? Chronosphere him. Why the hell not? Like, if he jumps away, who cares? You don't get the kill, you know what? You'll get him with the next one in a minute. If you do catch him, you get the kill, and you're happy with it. This is why I love Aghanim Scepter Faceless Void. It makes him just so dirty. Like, when you're behind, and when you're under farmed as a Faceless Void, it kind of just is your entire purpose. But when you're farmed like this and you're ahead, dude, you're working with a 60-second, 5-second disable in an AoE around you. Like, that is, it doesn't really sound that impressive when I put it like that necessarily, but like, it lets you do whatever the hell you want. Oh, can they see him to roar him? Oh, he's rolling back! Oh, that was dangerous. By the way, the Faceless Void also just has 20k net worth. He's going for a failure next, so. Oh no, versatile. Oh no! Dude, that is just. When was the last time they got a kill? Last time they got a kill was on Dubu. The Silencer, who at this point has a hood, so. You could try to go for him. You might get him. He's okay with that. Oh no. Evaden's like, yeah, I'll just walk right by that loser Silencer and kill this next wave. Unfortunately for him, there is a Velo right around the corner. Oh, and the Courier died for the Radiant also. Oh my god. Mercy, please, Immortals.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dude, this is mean. This is like actually mean. Okay, he's Sentry'd. I was thinking, Roya, you can probably get away with that because they have both the Zeus ultimates. So just drop a Chronosphere on the Spectre and then let Zeus do all the damage. Like, you don't even have to hit him. You just have to keep him there so that the Nimbus can do all the damage. Cooldowns, 76, 29. The Roche is up, by the way, so Immortals probably have free reign over that. Do they have 2 pipes? They only have 1 current pipe. Oh, no, they do have 2. They have 2 pipes. On top of complete magic immunity in the face of Void. And he has Silver Edge. Breaking a Spectre makes Spectre really sad. Like, even sadder than a Spectre is in this game, he will be more sad. Plus, Roya's just level 25, 31 minutes in the game. So there's that also. Turns out getting 15 kills, 20 kill participations, makes you level up really quickly. Who knew? There is Lifesteal on Roya from the Mask of Madness still. Check and see if anyone had a Vlad's. That would be like such a overkill item. Maybe it's better than the second fight. Aegis is good. Cheese is good. I like cheese. Any amount of cheese before a date is too much cheese. Chives is just still Monka-essing. It's just like a never-ending. Oh, whoa! There was a Pangolier in the air, and they got him. And there is also another hero in the air. It's Versatile, and he's dead also. In the meantime, his allies are just like, sorry, bro, we're farming. The Ember Spirit's doing a decent job at recovering. He's got Travel's Maelstrom and the Yules. Those are like the items he needs. The problem is that he also needs like another 10k worth of items if he wants to stand a chance against this draft from Immortals, and he doesn't have that luxury. So yeah, sad times, sad times.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Attack speed aura on Roya, sustain from the mechanism as well as that
Radiant
pipe.
structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower
These heroes
has fallen.
trying to beat through
Radiant's
backdoor
middle
regen.
tower is under
Have a
attack.
double life in the face of Void. They can pitch him a cheese. Plus he just has the backtrack. He doesn't have that super
Radiant's
big
middle
Chronosphere,
tower
if he even
has
needs
fallen.
it. So yeah, Roya's tapping into some of that OG faces Void. Way back when. Backtrack is just a 25% chance to evade any given source
Radiant's
of
middle
damage.
barracks are under attack.
I think it was like 30
Dire's bottom
though when it
tower
was
is
in the
under
game.
attack.
It was stupid. Oh, speaking of stupid, here comes the Chronosphere onto 2. They will burst down the face's Void, but he has an Aegis for that. Roll comes right in. Spectre, where's she actually going? Nowhere just yet, because again, the Global Silence prevents her from joining the fight. And they do take down the Pangolier. Now face's Void is kind of caught in the ice path, but he's still fine to continue this fight, chasing after Versatile with the bashes. They'll kill off the Jakiro. They're also chasing after the Spectre, who finally did join the fight. Big damage here from Evaden, but fails to kill off anyone. Now Shackling will throw out just a small one. He's trying to get back to his allies. Looks like Bolt not quite going to do enough. A shield crash. Give him 54% damage. Oh, but the power shot again sniped him. Post swashbuckle. And now the cheese is consumed on Vela. They're going to buy back on the Spectre. This fight already a resounding win for Immortals. So far, 0 casualties on their side outside of that Aegis. So the gold lead is going to extend even further. They already took down the mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
And now they're going to go for a little bit more. Roya clearly just doesn't give a damn. Flare is up again, so killing off the face boy is possible, but oh, he's just going to jump right in. Oh my god. Oh, he just two-shot that Skywrath. Oh my god, he just two-shot Skywrath. That boy just two-shot him. That was mean.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
You know, why end the game when you can end the game with a 40k lead instead? Nimbus is core. Nimbus is core. Nimbus is so powerful on Zeus. Well, Immortals, they claim victory. I wonder if this standing is updated. So Immortals, they have now a 1-2 score, and Just a Squad have a 1-4 score. So they're tied up with Leviathan, and they're looking like they may fall to the bottom of the group, although EG and Baidu still have a chance of joining them. Yeah, I said EG. Guys, this is going to be a huge resounding win for Immortals, like an absolute dumpstering of Just a Squad. And which is good. They have to keep themselves hopeful, keep themselves warmed up, especially for a little while more, because to end this day, there's one more game. We're going to have Leviathan replacing Just a Squad to face up against Immortals, and we'll see how that one goes, because these teams are hurting for wins. If Immortals can get their second win, they have a pretty good shot at remaining in the top 5. But guys, It's going to be coming in just a little bit. If you enjoyed the casts, be sure to stick around because, again, one more best of one to follow. And then, yeah, got a whole bunch more NA quals tomorrow after that. I'm Mikelorus, and I'll be right back.